1 out of 3 commuters in Copenhagen cycle to work and school every day, hence the city's nickname as the bicycle capital of the world. Copenhagen was declared the first official bike city by the International Cycling Union. Their purpose is to motivate worldwide cities in promoting cycling as an environmentally friendly means of transport and leisure. Copenhagen's own success stems from decades of planning and promotion.
Copenhagen, for more than 30 years, has really done a lot of hard work developing the bicycle infrastructure and the bicycle culture. Back in the 60s and 70s, Copenhagen had a problem. There was more cars than ever, a lot of pollution, a lot of congestion, and it took some visionary urban planning and some visionary political decision-making to start turning this around. And this is really when sort of the bicycle culture 2.0 started, was in the 70s.
Copenhagen's bike-friendly initiatives have inspired other cities such as Paris and London to create better conditions for cycling.
A lot of interest all around the world at the moment. It's quite amazing within the last 18 months. We've been working at this for 30 years, and nobody knocked on the door, and now everybody's knocking on the door wanting to know how they can transform their cities into more livable spaces using the bicycle as a tool.
While the city of Copenhagen has been on the forefront of promoting and preserving an active bicycle culture here, private enterprises like Baisekeli are investing and exporting the same culture to less developed parts of the world. Baisekeli is a Copenhagen-based company that collects bikes in Denmark and ships them to Tanzania and Sierra Leone, where they are refurbished in Baisekeli-supported local workshops. Their rental shop in Copenhagen generates the revenue to send bulk shipments to Africa. Baisekeli's co-founders saw a simple but effective solution in using hundreds of thousands of bikes that are scrapped annually in Denmark to fulfill transportation needs in remote African communities.
We see ourselves as a social business, a business with a social purpose about helping people out of poverty through low-cost mobility.
The company identified a potential for investment in Africa because of the rapid population growth that has surpassed the growth in GDP. A majority of Africans are in dire need of affordable and pollution-free means of transport for access to employment, education and healthcare.
We have reached to a point where we have to, in the Western countries, to see Africa as a potential for investment. And investment in education, in industry. We can build up new markets, and that's exactly what Africa needs to develop themselves.
Baisekeli deviates from the usual non-profit approach by focusing on the importance of creating an independent bicycle industry that does not rely on Western funding and can sustain itself in the long term.
The ownership of the bike is not there when we give it away. So it's really important for us that it's sold for the market price. All the money we earn from selling bikes in Africa is used in Africa to develop bicycle industries.
The bicycle ambulance is one of the company's unique inventions that provides a practical and affordable solution for emergency transportation for African villages that are often miles away from the nearest hospital.
With an ambulance bike, they can, in the small communities, they can actually maintain it and repair it if something goes wrong. With the price of sending one ambulance to Africa, you can actually send about 200 ambulance bikes.
What does the approaching COP15 conference, where focus will be on reducing carbon emissions, mean to Baisekeli?
We are a small local company working global. So, and the COP15 is a very big event that is global, and everything that the COP15 is standing for is very much comparable with the problems that we want to solve.
The City of Cyclists has taken it a step further by aiming towards an ambitious goal of reaching over 50% of daily bicycle commuters. This translates to reducing an additional 80,000 tons of carbon emissions per year. Copenhagen will have a chance to showcase their efforts at the COP15 in December.
Every day on the streets, as you just walk out any door and you see this sort of this monumental motion of people riding their bikes. And I mean, that's sort of the greatest monument that Copenhagen has, and the whole world will be coming here, tens of thousands of people for COP15, delegates, NGOs, all that. And I mean, they're going to see our monument right on the streets.
This is Preeti Nalu reporting for Press TV from Copenhagen.